It's my honor today to introduce Jason Tagler, the creator of Pitch Creator, the Rosetta Stone for entrepreneurs.
Pitch Creator is an online learning platform for entrepreneurs to learn how to pitch investors and raise capital for the business. It's been called the Rosetta Stone for entrepreneurs because it helps them learn the language of investors. So if you think of a continuum of 0 to 100 meaning you've perfected your pitch and you've gotten funded, our goal is to get you from 0 to 50 as quickly and efficiently as possible. And from there, you can work with an instructor, an accelerator program, your angel investor, a pitch coach, to help get you the rest of the way from 50 to 100 and get your funding. Now, we have multiple instructors who work with accelerators and angel groups and universities, which we call learning program partners. And in the Baltimore area, they include UMBC, University of Baltimore, University of Maryland, Loyola, accelerators and co-working spaces like the ETC and Betamore, and angel groups like the Baltimore Angels. My background includes multiple situations where I've seen investors pitch, and I've seen presentation materials to raise capital. So the first is, for the last 12 years, I've been a partner and investor at Camden Partners. I've had over 1,000 CEOs over those 12 years pitch me to try to raise capital for their business. I've been the lead partner and a lead investor on investing over $50 million on behalf of Camden. But I've also been on the other side of the table in that I've been the lead fundraiser for Camden to go out and raise over $100 million for Camden private equity funds. So I know what it's like to be pitched, and I know what it's like to go out and pitch others for money. And then prior to Camden, I worked in investment banking and had two other roles. One was as a advisor to small companies, helping them prepare and negotiate their sale to larger companies, and also as an investment banker, helping to take companies public through their IPO process. And the commonality between all those situations, Camden and those different roles in investment banking, is there were two things that existed in all those situations. Number one, an executive summary, which we call the README pitch, and number two, a slide deck that's used to support a verbal presentation to investors, which we call the listen to me pitch. And the aha moment for me is when I realized that there are components of a pitch, with very few exceptions, that apply to all types of pitches and situations. Whether you're raising your first angel round or whether you're taking your company public, there's basic components of both of those pitches. I realized we could create a framework, a sort of painting by numbers that would help entrepreneurs quickly and efficiently create that first pitch. And by working with what we call our foundation pitch in order, entrepreneurs go through a building block approach. We also want to teach them why and when certain topics are presented, because we want them to be able to adapt their presentation over time to different audiences, but also be able to adapt their presentation as their business changes. So I came up with this idea, I think it was in 2013 or 2014, when I did a presentation at the ETC on how to pitch investors. And as part of that, I wanted to provide some sort of materials before and after the presentation so that the entrepreneurs could learn more. And I started looking around and I couldn't find a good comprehensive source. I found a lot of partial information. There's a lot of articles scattered all over the internet, but they were very limited and they didn't explain the why and when. And there were some books with a chapter or two that covered, maybe a topic or two, but there was nothing that was really comprehensive. So in 2015, I set out to write a digital book, sort of a blog on how do you pitch investors? How do you raise capital for your company? And I knew I wanted it to be self-study and I wanted it to be fast and efficient for the entrepreneur to learn. So over time, it really grew quite a bit. It started really as the Response Labs, which is a digital CRM company in the ETC. They really helped me take what I'd written and turn it into this website, this digital book blog. And it started really as my volunteer passion project for Baltimore. I thought, I was doing a lot of other volunteer work, and I thought, how can I best use my skills, the experiences and skills that I have to help Baltimore? And I figured out that, if I could help companies learn how to pitch investors and raise capital, they would grow their businesses, they would hire more people, and that was probably the best way for me to impact Baltimore's economy and Baltimore's job creation potential using sort of my unique skill set. So over time, I stopped doing other volunteer work and I really tried to focus a lot of my time on, doing these presentations, but really creating the online materials. That was the only way I could figure out I could really impact a lot of Baltimore companies. So we're doing this video really to announce our rebranding from CEO Pitch Coach to Pitch Creator, because Pitch Creator really represents what we do, which is we want to help entrepreneurs accelerate the process of creating their first pitch to investors and make it as quick and efficient as possible for them.